Paris, a city famous for its beauty, its art, its romance. But beyond the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum, beyond the Champs-Élysées and the River Seine, there's a hidden Paris. A Paris of tall arches and colorful glass windows, of quiet prayers and echoing songs. This is the Paris of amazing cathedrals, each one a beautiful example of the faith and artistry of people who lived long ago. For hundreds of years, these incredible buildings have watched over the city, their stones whispering stories of kings and queens, of wars and artists. Come with us as we travel through time, exploring 10 of Paris's most amazing cathedrals. From the grand Notre Dame to the peaceful Saint-Séverin, we'll discover the stories hidden within their walls, revealing the heart of the City of Light. Rising from the Ile de la Cité like a mighty stone guard, stands Notre Dame de Paris. For over 800 years, this famous cathedral has seen the city of Paris change and grow, its strong presence a steady comfort amidst the bustling city. Finished in the 1300s, Notre Dame is a masterpiece of French Gothic architecture. Its tall towers, detailed carvings, and beautiful stained glass windows have amazed people for many years. But Notre Dame is more than just a pretty building. It's a symbol of Paris's strength. The cathedral has survived wars, revolutions, and even a terrible fire in 2019. Yet it still stands, a symbol of the strong spirit of both the city and its people. Inside Notre Dame, history comes alive. Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself Emperor of France here, and Joan of Arc prayed for her country here. Every stone, every window, every little gargoyle tells a story. Look closely, and you'll see scenes from the Bible, pictures of French kings, and even images of daily life in old Paris. The cathedral's famous rose windows, filled with bright colors, are more than just pretty decorations. They were like giant picture books telling Bible stories to people who couldn't read. Today, even as workers continue to fix the damage from the 2019 fire, Notre Dame remains a symbol of hope, a symbol of how people can create, survive, and rebuild. High on the hill of Montmartre, looking over the rooftops of Paris, is the Basilica of the Sacred Heart, or Sacre Coeur. Its shiny white domes, so different from the city below, seem to reach the sky, offering a feeling of peace and quiet in the busy city. Finished in 1914, Sacre Coeur is a newer addition to Paris, but it has quickly become one of the city's most loved landmarks. Its unique Romano-Byzantine style, different from the Gothic style of Notre Dame, shows the basilica's beginning as a symbol of national unity and hope after the Franco-Prussian War. The basilica's bright white stone has a special quality. When it rains, the stone releases a natural sealant that keeps Sacre Coeur shining bright, no matter the weather. From its spot on Montmartre, Sacre Coeur gives amazing views of the City of Lights. As you look out over the city, you can see why this spot was chosen for the basilica. It was here, among the vineyards and windmills of Montmartre, that the idea for Sacre Coeur began. A group of Parisians, saddened by France's loss in the Franco-Prussian War, promised to build a church for the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a symbol of hope for a hurting nation. Today, Sacre Coeur stands as proof of their dream. Millions of visitors climb the steps to its top each year, drawn not just by the beautiful views, but by the feeling of peace and quiet reflection found in this special place. Hidden in the middle of Paris on the Ile de la Cité is a building like no other. This isn't a big stone fortress or a fancy palace, this is Sainte-Chapelle, a beautiful place filled with light, color, and amazing art. Built in the 1200s by King Louis IX, Sainte-Chapelle was meant to hold a holy relic, the crown of thorns. But this isn't just a simple box for a relic. Sainte-Chapelle is an explosion of color, a beacon of light made from stained glass. The walls are huge stained glass windows reaching high towards the sky. Over 1,100 Bible stories are shown on these colorful panels. Stepping inside Sainte-Chapelle is like stepping into a medieval painting made of light and color. Here, in the quiet reverence and the gentle light on the old stone, you truly understand the devotion that created this masterpiece. Each window of Sainte-Chapelle is a carefully made work of art. Look closely and you'll see Bible stories unfold. The story of Genesis, the Exodus from Egypt, the life of Jesus. These aren't just still pictures. Notice how the artist used color and light to make these scenes look like they're moving. The deep blues of the night sky, the fiery reds of hell, the shining golds representing God. Each color was chosen to make you feel a certain way, to pull you into the story. For those who couldn't read, these windows were their Bible, their way to learn about the sacred stories. Imagine how amazed a medieval peasant would have been, looking up at these shining scenes, feeling transported to another world. Even today, these stained glass masterpieces still amaze and inspire us. They show the lasting power of art, faith, and human skill. We travel now from Sainte-Chapelle to the left bank, where a different kind of beauty awaits. Here among the busy streets and cafes is Saint-Sulpice, a beautiful example of Baroque architecture. Finished in the 1700s, Saint-Sulpice is much bigger than many other Paris churches. Its grand facade with its two tall towers demands attention. Step inside and the sheer size of the interior is breathtaking. The vast nave seems to go on forever, its ceilings decorated with fancy plasterwork. Light shines through the arched windows, lighting up the grand altarpiece and the rows of pews. But Saint-Sulpice is more than just a big building. Over the years, it has seen many important events. The famous writer Victor Hugo was baptized here. As you explore Saint-Sulpice, look for the murals by Eugène Delacroix. This famous romantic artist, known for his dramatic use of color and light, left his mark on this sacred space. His masterpiece, The Expulsion of Heliodorus from the Temple, is on the walls of the Chapel of the Holy Angels. The scene, showing a Bible story, is full of Delacroix's signature energy and color. But Saint-Sulpice has another, more mysterious treasure, the gnomon, a special astronomical tool built into the church. This ancient timekeeper, a simple obelisk lit by a south-facing window, casts a shadow across the floor, marking the solstices and equinoxes. This mix of science and faith adds another layer of intrigue to this fascinating place. Saint-Sulpice is more than just a church. It's a place full of history, art, and the human desire to understand the universe. Our journey through Paris now takes us to Les Halles, once known for its market. Here rises Saint-Eustache, a church that embodies Paris history, strength, and art. Its design blends Gothic and Renaissance styles. Started in the 1500s, it showcases this transition. Look closely at its facade. Gothic arches and Renaissance columns coexist. This church reflects the city's energy. Like Paris, it has faced many challenges. From the French Revolution to renovations, it has endured. Inside, the soaring nave and massive pillars inspire awe. The ceilings are intricately designed. Light shines through stained glass windows. The music makes Saint-Eustache special. Famous for its acoustics, it attracts musicians. The grand pipe organ with over 8,000 pipes fills the space with rich sounds. From hymns to symphonies, it expresses every emotion. Look at the art in the chapels, including Rubens' painting of the Virgin and Child with angels. Saint-Eustache is a testament to art, music, and faith. The Église de la Madeleine. Even among the beautiful buildings of Paris, this one stands out. Looking more like a Greek temple than a church, its neoclassical facade with tall Corinthian columns speaks to a different time. Napoleon Bonaparte commissioned La Madeleine as a grand tribute to the French army. Imagine victorious soldiers returning from war, greeted by a cheering crowd, framed by this magnificent building. But Napoleon's empire fell, and La Madeleine's purpose changed. Yet its grand design remained. Today La Madeleine reminds us that power fades but art lasts. Inside, instead of marching soldiers, we hear the beautiful sounds of music and quiet prayer. Step inside, and you feel a sense of peaceful grandeur. Sunlight shines through the arched windows, lighting up the intricate mosaics on the ceilings. The air feels full of history. But La Madeleine isn't a relic of the past. It's a vibrant, living space, a place for the soul where history meets the present. Every day, visitors from around the world come here, drawn by its beauty and peace. And then there's the music. La Madeleine is famous for its amazing acoustics. Hearing a choir sing here, the notes filling the nave, is a truly special experience. In busy Paris, La Madeleine offers a quiet space for reflection. Here, surrounded by beauty and music, you can feel a sense of awe, a connection to something greater than yourself. In the heart of Paris, among the cafes and bookshops of the Saint-Germain-des-Prés district, stands the Church of Saint-Germain-des-Prés. Its old stone walls and strong Romanesque bell tower tell stories of a time long ago when Paris was still young. Built in the 6th century, Saint-Germain-des-Prés is the oldest church in Paris. Imagine a time when Paris was just a small village ruled by Frankish kings. The church has seen everything: empires rise and fall, revolutions, the slow growth of a city. It has been a place of worship, a safe place during troubled times, a silent witness to history. Look closely and you can see the layers of time, the Romanesque arches, the Gothic additions, the marks left by centuries of wear. Each mark tells a story, each stone a testament to the church's enduring spirit. Step inside and you feel a sense of history. The air is cool and quiet, smelling of incense and old stone. Sunlight shines through stained glass windows, casting colorful light across the floor. Here it's easy to imagine the past: monks praying, kings and queens kneeling, ordinary people seeking comfort. But Saint-Germain-des-Prés isn't just a museum. It's a living testament to faith, a place where the past and present meet. Services are still held here, connecting past and present generations. As you leave Saint-Germain-des-Prés and step back onto the busy streets of Paris, remember the history you carry with you. In this city of light and life, the past is always present. Our journey takes us to Saint-Denis, just outside of Paris, where the Basilica of Saint-Denis stands. Here we see the beginning of the Gothic style, a style that would shape the skylines of Europe. The Basilica of Saint-Denis was special. It was the traditional burial place of French royalty, a place for kings and queens to rest. Imagine a funeral procession for a monarch, his final journey to his resting place. Consecrated in 1144, the Basilica of Saint-Denis was very different from the heavier Romanesque style. Its tall arches, pointed vaults, and flying buttresses allowed for lots of height and light, creating a sense of airiness, as if the building wanted to reach the sky. It was here that the Gothic style began, a style that would inspire countless cathedrals across Europe. Step inside the Basilica of Saint-Denis, and you see a symphony in stone. Light shines through the stained glass windows, lighting up the tombs of kings and queens. This isn't just a church, it's a royal mausoleum. Each tomb is a masterpiece, showing the skill of medieval craftsmen. Here lies Dagobert, the king who first built an abbey here. There rests Catherine de' Medici, her tomb adorned with a statue. As you walk through this space, you are walking among the ghosts of French history. Here lie the Capetians, the Valois, the Bourbons, each dynasty leaving its mark. The Basilica of Saint-Denis is more than just a church. It's a place of history where the stories of kings and queens are etched in stone and glass. During the time of Napoleon III, Paris changed a lot. The city was redesigned, streets were widened, and new buildings appeared. One such building, the Église Saint-Augustin, shows this time of innovation. Unlike older cathedrals built with stone, Saint-Augustin was built with iron. This allowed for a much larger and brighter interior, different from traditional churches. It was a bold statement, a symbol of the industrial age meeting the spiritual. The result is a building that feels both grand and delicate. The church's interior is just as impressive. Light shines through the stained glass windows, lighting up the details and the vast space. Here, under the dome, you can see the ambition and skill of its creators. It's a space designed to inspire awe and thought. Saint-Augustin is more than just a building. It's a beautiful mix of architectural styles. You can see Romanesque influences in the rounded arches and pillars. Byzantine elements are seen in the mosaics and the dome, and of course the Gothic style is also present with its tall arches. This mix of styles creates a harmonious beauty. It shows a time of cultural exchange and new ideas. Saint-Augustin shows Paris's ability to change and grow, to embrace new things while honoring its history. It's a reminder that the most beautiful creations often come from collaboration and pushing boundaries. Hidden in the Latin Quarter, far from the grandeur of Saint-Augustin, is the Église Saint-Séverin. This church, with its beautiful Gothic architecture, offers a more personal and quiet experience. Its history is as rich as its stained glass windows. Dating back to the 1200s, Saint-Séverin has seen centuries of Parisian life. Students have found comfort here and many others have found peace and inspiration. Stepping inside is like stepping back in time. The stained glass windows, some from the 1400s, depict Bible stories in bright colors. The play of light and shadow creates a magical feeling. The most striking feature of Saint-Séverin is its unusual forest of columns. Unlike straight pillars, those in Saint-Séverin twist and turn like tree branches. These twisted columns, an example of flamboyant Gothic architecture, create a sense of movement. It's as if the building is alive. This unique feature adds to the church's special atmosphere. The Église Saint-Séverin shows the power of beauty and the human need for peace. In the busy Latin Quarter, it reminds us that even in chaos, we can find quiet moments. And so, our journey through the cathedrals of Paris ends. From Notre Dame to Saint-Séverin, each building has its own story. They have seen centuries of history, from coronations to revolutions to quiet moments of prayer. These cathedrals are more than just churches, they are the heart of the city. They show the spirit of Paris, its grandeur, its strength, its art, and its faith. Each stone, each window, each spire is a testament to the human spirit. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment to stay updated with our latest videos.